Hello, welcome back once again to the Retrocade podcast, episode 44 of our quarantine nonstop marathon. We're rioting up in the studio.
Oh, that's it.
We got Sean and...
Rioting up in the studio.
Rioting Chris here. We're
That's
all
it.
Rioting Chris.
Interesting times we live.
To say the least, we are ready to go today. We're about to have a Molotov
riot.
cocktail full of White Claws
Yes,
here, Sean.
that's it.
How we all doing? We live in the epicenter. Why is New York City always the epicenter of this shit?
We're fucked.
You know, it's the movies. We're in Independence Day.
It's Independence Day.
That's
Well,
the
that's
way
the
we
thing.
live.
The timing's right. We're
We're
strive.
reverting to the 1970s. It's becoming the 1970s.
What do you think? You think De Blasio's
De
Mayor
Blasio,
gonna bring us back
our
to-
fearless leader,
De Blasio?
fucking dog shit.
Our fearless leader is going to bring us back to the 1970s.
I love his daughter's mugshot.
Ruin it.
It's
That's a good
priceless.
one.
Just-
We're digging deep into that already.
This is deep cuts.
Well,
we've
it's
got to
fresh on the plate.
mention the elephant in the room. You know, the riots and everything that's been going on along with it. But
It's fresh on the
There's
plate.
been riots?
No.
So, you know, I
on the
think-
street. What do you
Uh,
think?
yeah.
You see.
All right, well, good thing we didn't talk about this yet. The first day, it was Sunday into Monday. I'm like, oh, this isn't going to be too bad. I'm driving into work. I go into work at 5, so it was like 4 o'clock when I crossed the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm like, oh, it doesn't look too terrible. The minute I got over the Brooklyn Bridge, there was a car on fire.
There's anarchy in the streets.
It looked like Gotham
Escape
City.
from New York.
I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
lie,
yeah,
it looked
Gotham
like
City.
Gotham City.
Yeah.
I'm watching people throw Molotov cocktails from one side of the street to the other.
So, were you, at this point, you're like, I'm not picking this garbage up. Fuck that.
No, this is before I even got to work. This is to get to work.
He's not even on his shift yet.
This is on
Just
Canal
getting
Street.
into your garage.
Getting
On
into Manhattan.
Canal Street.
He's right in Lower Manhattan or
Canal Street had
Chinatown.
one side cops.
The Chinese were
the
gone,
other
I'm
side
sure.
riot. There was nobody.
They were
yeah.
gone.
Chinatown is a ghost town.
One side was cops, the other side was rioters, and a Molotov cocktail went over my car.
So you saw it
towards
blaze.
the cops. Yes, ablaze. Molotov over the car, ablaze.
That
Yes.
a bitch.
I mean, that's a story right there.
It was pretty intense. I'm not gonna lie.
It's a scene, man. It's
Yeah,
quite
it
a
was-
scene.
I'm
Yeah, it
glad it's
I'm glad it
tempered a
subsided.
little bit.
Well, yeah. Well, you know, today is Juneteenth, and there's obviously been lots
So
of
I
protests
mentioned
today.
I mentioned to Phil. I don't think I told Chris this. So today at work, I had an interesting exchange.
This is good.
I get some angry texts from accounts. Is this a joke? What the fuck is this? And I said, what's going on? It's kind of news to me. So they send me like a picture of like Twitter or online. And one of the breweries I represent, Bronx Brewery, came out with Unfund the Police Ale, and it's like most tasteless, stupid marketing. You got to realize, you know how many ex-policemen own bars? Like,
Yeah, I know, like half of them.
You know
in New
how
York,
many
I know.
people in the Bronx will buy that beer though?
That's true. Which one do we go with, Sean? Which pander do we? Which boy
Yeah,
do we
who-
pander?
Yeah, exactly.
So
who are you gonna
let's-
pander to?
What about the corporate
Let's
interests?
look at the interests.
I would just
The
keep
bodega beer buyer in the Bronx, or the wealthy bar owners. Who are you trying to?
If you're in the Bronx and you have a bar, I'm highly doubt you're wealthy.
No, but they're only trying to showcase the Bronx. All the other boroughs are going to be like, I don't want this.
Oh yeah,
fucking
nobody
beer.
else is gonna.
Gone.
That's not going. You
So
think that's going
just
on
to have
Staten
this
Island?
little niche bodega purchase. You have all these bars saying, "Fuck this brewery and fuck this beer."
How many do you think they made though? You think they made like a?
But it doesn't matter if they made one case.
That's the thing. It's just
The fact
even
that they
the
made
banner,
it.
the fact that they matter,
the fact that they
stand for.
were willing to distribute and
But see, and just
exactly.
show it.
the title is so aggressive.
Can we get a picture of that, Sean?
We'll put it on the.
Well, all right, we'll put it. I'll put it on the screen.
See, if
for
you
everyone
made
to
something
view.
more
you gotta
subtle,
send that to me.
if
So
you
I have
made something more subtle, you said,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
BLM."
That wasn't subtle at all. It
You
was-
said you did BLM.
The world we
Pilsner.
live in, there's no more subtle.
But if you did a BLM
It's
Pilsner,
noise at
I'll
all
say,
time.
okay, you have somebody there.
Did you see
BLM.
the Facebook?
Ain't gonna happen now.
But
Did you see the
defund the
Facebook-
cops. That's just aggressive.
Right.
Yes,
Well,
but
that
that's the
reminds
world we
me
live
to
in.
segue into did the Facebook banner that was like Blue Lives Murder. Did you
Oh
see
yeah,
that?
you saw that?
Yeah, I did
what,
see
what
that.
Is
the
it
hell
made
was
by
that?
Facebook?
No,
Was it a third party that made it? But Facebook was
I don't know who made it,
because
but I
they're
saw
banners.
the
You
girl
know, like
that
you could
did the
banner
video.
your picture, and then you scroll
Yes,
through
yes.
the banners for autism awareness, breast cancer awareness, and
Yeah,
then one of them
I
was
like the Eagles.
Blue Lives Murder. Yeah, Eagles.
Blue
You know.
Lives Murder.
Yeah,
Blue Lives
yeah.
Murder.
This is like sponsored by Facebook.
Yeah, pretty much
Yeah.
it seemed that
Oh
way. But
my
if it wasn't
God.
made by Facebook, it at least seemed that way. You know.
This is the end. This is the end.
Yeah, we
end.
couldn't be any more in the end.
What the fuck?
I'm staying here in the
Blue
studio.
Lives Murder.
We're 4 levels underground.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is solid concrete. Come get us. Do your worst. But yeah, we're staying underground.
Times are a changing. That's for sure.
Times they are a changing.
So
I'll
to
drink to that.
stay on topic. We reviewed this a few episodes back. I would
Yeah.
say maybe 4 or 5 episodes back. The HBO's Watchmen for Juneteenth is being released for free.
Can't beat that.
Do you blame them for making it free?
Unsubscribed.
It's literally what's going on
Well,
right now.
It
It's
shouldn't
like,
be free. You should pay me to rewatch it. That's what I
I know
think.
you guys both watched it, right?
I thought it was good.
You liked it.
I
you had some qualms that I had to.
I loved
eke
Alan
out.
Moore's original. Watchmen is, regardless
Yes.
of best graphic novel
What
of all
about
time.
the two? All right, the graphic novel. What about the 2009 movie?
I think it's suitable. I'd rather watch that than the HBO series.
Yes, okay, I agree with that.
You think it's
I agree with that.
I don't
It
think
doesn't have like a
I
terrible.
think the movie.
Rotten
I think the
Tomatoes.
movie was better than the show, but the show I thought was good. I liked the show.
How many episodes? Is 8? One season,
It might
8?
be
8
10.
episodes?
8
10
or
episodes.
10.
It's like
I
a
think it
mini
was 10.
series. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe I'll take a gander at it because.
Ozymandias.
No, I'm not gonna lie. It was not bad. It was a good story. If you're not hard into the whole, if you're not like a Watchmen addict,
Which I'm not.
and you look at it for just what it is, like
Right.
if you watch it with a fresh mind,
Like
it's
I understand. I know.
I don't
It's a
think
Watchmen
you need to
basis,
invoke.
but any of the details of the original graphic novel or anything,
then you're perfect because that's how I
I
was.
might actually
but they
enjoy it then.
invoked 2020 political characters to make it
But they
socially relevant.
Socially,
but they took what's happening right
relevant,
now
yeah.
and did it before it happened, which I find very strange.
Yeah. So maybe they were ahead of it their time,
White supremacist cops,
which are plentiful.
Okay.
and then it's like now
Watchmen
we're
was
here.
more about. Well, I guess it was a take on the Cold War at the time. It came out in the 80s, but it depicted the Cold War. It was the early 80s. Nixon was on his
The
fourth
graphic
term as
novel.
president. Yes.
Yeah.
And, I love Richard Nixon. I think he was a great president.
Wait, was the movie wasn't set in the 80s though, was it?
It was. I think it was like
Yeah, it was set in the
1981
80s
or
because
84.
The movie's 11 years old.
and the show takes place now.
The show I think is current time. Yes.
Yeah, the show is current.
Okay.
Or at least 2000s.
So to finish what I was saying about Dave Chappelle's 846, it was all right. He's clearly done better stuff, and but he was something he felt he needed to get off his chest, given this, the
More on the serious level.
It was a little more on the serious level, and he took that jab at Staten Island. He was like,
So what-
Staten
what
Island's
was-
a horrible place.
So where did that come from?
He was once dating a girl that lived on Staten Island, so he said he'd been here. He was talking about Eric Garner, and he was just like, it's a horrible place. And that was it. That was really it. I laughed. So it wasn't, like, horrific, on Staten Island. How dare a comedian make fun of Staten Island?
We've always had a negative context.
And
in Staten Island.
for
No one's
since
ever
the
been
dawn-
like,
big. You could see the dump from space.
since the dawn of time, Staten Island's been, Staten Island.
That was
Ooh.
Pete Davidson's career is
that is
bashing
making
it,
on
no?
Staten Island. And speaking of which, I just saw the movie King of Staten Island. Plug for Pete Davidson.
So yes, let's talk about that. So this is
yeah. I mean,
what'd you think?
Pete Davidson.
The reviews were pretty positive.
Yeah, the movie's not bad. Honestly, without Bill Burr and Marissa Tomei, the movie doesn't work.
Marissa Tomei's in it.
Yeah, she plays his mom.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a few actors in it, and without them, the movie fails. A lot of it's in Danino's because he works at Danino's in the movie.
Okay.
He's a waiter at. He's a busboy at Danino's, not even a waiter.
Did you see like the sites at Danino's? Like, can you recognize?
Yeah.
this?
It
Oh,
was
yeah.
legit Staten Island. Like it wasn't
Legit-
like
it's all Staten
pretend
Island.
Chicago.
No,
Do
no.
they
it was
call
all
it Danino's, or you just work at a pizza
Danino's?
place?
He worked at Danino's.
Wow.
Yeah. He worked at
That's a
Danino's.
great
Shout out.
Yeah, that's what
I
I'm
like
saying.
it.
Shout out to Staten Island locations. He also
So-
the firehouse in Jewett. His house is in Mariners Harbor. It's a ranch in Mariners
So,
Harbor.
speaking of Danino's, I spoke with the owner today.
Did you?
Mike Danino's his name.
That's true.
They're doing outdoor dining. I don't know
A
where.
lot of places are.
Everyone
yeah.
is.
The parking lot. They're gonna. Every place is
Oh,
taking
that's
over
true.
that
They do have
parking
a
lot.
parking lot. That makes
Danino's,
sense. Okay.
they ordered a bunch of beer for next week. Monday's outdoor dining, but
Love me some Danino's. We gonna get Frank and Danny's after this? Get a little hungry.
Yeah, we'll
myself?
get
Yo, I
That's
was
some
at
pies.
Tiki. I was at Tiki Monday. It was great.
Wow.
Tiki, yeah, Shore's.
Tiki Shore Monday.
Wow. Tiki
How
Like-
was the social distancing?
Jersey Shore.
Zero. There was
Zero
zero.
distancing.
The
So-
only thing was you had to wear a mask to go to the bathroom indoors. That was it. Everything else was the same.
So just-
Fine. Jersey's taking a little more lax with it. I'm waiting for IKEA to open, and IKEA is still
I
closed.
was gonna
I'm like,
comment on that. I want to go with you. I need to buy like a display case myself.
that's what I'm going to buy.
So-
I'm going to buy
let me
display-
know when you're
display
going.
cases for
For
my
what?
toys.
Ghostbuster toys?
Pull them in. Bring them in. Segueing into the Ghostbuster toys.
Segue into
So, if
Ghostbuster.
you're
Beautiful
any
thing.
fan of Ghostbusters, The Kenner Classics have come out. These are fantastic.
So we were hunting for them in the last
been hunting for
episode.
'em.
We talked about it last episode.
We talked about it last episode. We finally got our hands on at least the Slimer, which is also called the Green Ghost, and Stay Puft. And now we found out why there's such a issue with distribution,
Availability,
pre-order,
yes.
availability, exactly, is because up top here it says who you gonna call, and it turns out that that required a separate trademark, yeah. And then fucking
The lawyers want them coming.
yeah, Ray Parker Jr. was like, whoa, I need my money. So
He probably does need his money. I don't think he's
yeah,
getting.
no, he's not getting the residuals.
They're beautiful. They're beautiful
They
pieces.
are beautiful pieces, but
I have the same two in my closet without
Did
the
you get
plastic
any of the
casing.
figures yet?
Zero. I just got the email.
Same thing. Okay, so with the figures, if you were buying
So-
because they're Walmart exclusive.
We got two, and
Yeah,
who are you
go
gonna
on.
call?
But
Which
that-
I think are the two coolest figures of the set.
Me too. These are the ones I really want, and I got them
These-
first.
these are
were-
the-
The
these
guys
ones
are
that-
the guys are secondary.
The guys are secondary, but they're still cool too, and I do want them now. As a kid, I only had like Ray, I had like a beat up Ray
I
figure.
had Egon, Venkman. Yeah, they're all beat up.
Who was the one that had the slime? If you put him in like the freezer, the slime would show. That was Ray, right?
Might have been Ray.
I think it was Ray.
Well, I just remember
Also, the firehouse came with
house
the slime. Yeah,
and then
yeah.
like they had like
Grates.
opening grates, so the
And
slime
you just
would
dropped the
drip
slime
down.
in, and then it just hardened. It was always there.
Great
So
toy.
everyone
Great
had the
toy.
toilet
fantastic
bowl
toy.
figure.
Everyone had that useless toilet bowl with the eyes that come out
So
of
like
the
I
top.
put it like in the house.
Mass
like,
produced.
Yeah. Yeah.
So like, who wants a toilet figure?
No, I
And
know.
we're like, it's the only one available,
And
so
you
we
like
bought
flapped
it.
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, like a tongue and eyeballs.
Exactly. The eyeballs came out of the top, and then
Everyone had the
tongue
toilet
came out of the
figure.
toilet
Everybody
itself.
had
And my mom's
Yeah.
probably looking at me like as a 6-year-old, like, why am I buying my
Why
son
am
a
I
toilet?
plastic
Why does he
toilet?
want a toilet
Why
figure?
is it $7.99 for a plastic toilet in 1993?
That was KB clearance.
yeah.
That's KB clearance.
KB original.
Okay, and that was the only one you could get. I never had those as a kid, but you know who did have the Slimer? The kids at the YMCA. You know when the YMCA in Eltingville was the old building, the red
Yes,
building?
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. Well, they had the camp there, and up top level, and that building was almost like a firehouse. It kind of seemed like. Now it's like a radiology building.
Yes,
You
yes,
know,
yes.
the
It was like
red
a
building?
firehouse,
It
yeah.
seemed like a firehouse, like a red building. And on the top level was where like they had like a kids playroom, and they had that Slimer, and I always wanted to take it, but because I never had it, or Stay Puft, So now I finally have them. They're making kids' dreams come true at age 38. Yeah.
KB Toys was like the Dwayne Reed of toy stores.
I know, it
He's
always
just a
had like
mess.
this
There's no
factory
rhyme or
seconds.
reason.
There was just this there. That's where I got like my
Just
proton pack. I'm sure we
everything's
talked about on
disorganized,
the
just-
last episode.
You're going through bargain bins looking
Yeah.
It was
for
yeah.
treasure.
You would get like what were the like the sports figures that would be in one pose and they
Oh
would
yeah,
just be
yeah. The
You
they
would
were, like,
find-
What's the
statue
line?
figures.
What's the line of those called?
finish line. Who knows what that pro line? It might have been pro.
Pro line sounds.
Or pro star.
No, they're like
Whatever it
quarterback.
was, they only made one pose. You know exactly what I'm talking about. You could find
I saw a
all
cool-
the rare ones there. And then, like you said, Ghostbusters,
Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
You know what I bought there? Gargoyles. Remember gargoyles?
Yes, I remember those.
You
yeah.
want to know something crazy? My supervisor at work that runs the garage, he collects anything you find in the trash. Like we'll collect
Right.
toys or
Well,
whatever.
yeah.
He has the whole set of gargoyles.
Oh, that's great.
I had the board game too. That was such a great
They're
show.
making like a live action one.
Remember
no?
that? Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah. I in passing, I heard about
It's
it.
one of the
yeah.
things I should have not canceled on Disney Plus because I wanted to watch it. I never got around to
Canceled
it.
your
Man,
$7 Disney Plus show. And I'm gonna make fun of you every time you bring it
Yeah,
up.
you have to make fun of
Canceled
him.
my $2 Disney Plus a month.
What was the shark show with the sharks that like
Street
wore
Sharks.
pants? Oh my god!
And then
great
there was
show.
the knockoff Extreme Dinosaurs.
Oh
Extreme Dinosaurs.
Street Sharks had quite a line of figures.
They were cool.
Street
They were
Sharks
the
were
giant
so
jaw,
cool figures,
punching
yeah.
fists.
They had giant
yeah.
jaws too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
and they were just jacked up.
Yeah, they were jacked up
So
Street Sharks.
I had the dinosaur version, Extreme Dinosaurs. It was
Oh,
like
yeah.
the
That's
knockoff.
KB bootleg. Like
It was on like UPN 9, and like I watched it, and it was great.
UPA 9.
And then the Mummy, remember Mummy's Alive? Anyone remember
yes,
that
I
show?
remember that show.
Who could forget?
Mummy's Alive.
I'm
What
gonna
about the
give
show Dinosaur? Not to cut you off, but I remember the show Dinosaur.
They're,
Not the
they're-
mama.
It was
they're
based
putting
off-
that
they're
on,
putting that
on
on
Disney,
Disney
on
Plus,
Disney
that's what I'm
Plus.
saying.
That
Yeah.
was
wanted to watch
based
that.
off Roseanne, apparently.
It was
Yes.
like a Roseanne Simpsons
dinosaurs.
mix. You're right. It totally looks like Roseanne. Because the dinosaur? The father.
The father looks
totally
like-
like
yeah.
John fucking Goodman. He's
does.
the same character.
But like, who's in the
Totally
marketing
looks
room?
like he's got like the flannel on like John
Oh,
Goodman.
it was perfect cast. Yeah, it was the
like
perfect
John
who's
casting
in, who's
for a
in like the
dinosaur.
board meeting? Like, blue collar dinosaur show. Let's do it.
John
Home Improvement.
Yeah.
Oh.
I just watched a documentary on.
Home Improvement's great.
That was
I
a
love
great
Home
show.
Improvement.
Yeah, I love Tim Allen. Yeah.
Tim, the Tool Man Taylor.
Tim, the drug man Taylor. You know he fucking got jailed for 2 years for fucking
Yeah,
He
trafficking.
sold
cocaine.
cocaine in Detroit.
Yo, it was like no joke.
Detroit.
You know,
He's a big Detroit guy.
They downplay it as if he just like got caught with a bag of coke one day, but no, he was like
heavy
He
distributor.
was trafficking.
he straight up trafficking that shit, and then became like a Disney fucking icon.
You ever-
He's
so-
the voice of Buzz Lightyear.
You ever see
Buzz
his
Lightyear,
old
yeah.
stand-up? It's glorious. From the
Oh
80s.
yeah,
Yo.
from the early '80s.
He's
yeah.
big like womanizer in his stand-up.
Oh, yo, I'm a big
Gotta rape those
Tim
women.
Allen
Oh.
fan.
Tim Allen's
Yeah, Tim Allen's
hilarious.
great. I
Tim
just
Allen's
watched the documentary on him.
And
on
like when
YouTube
he just
recently.
trashes Al Borland constantly and his mom, like it's great.
Yeah. Al's mom. You can never do that today.
His show now is like Big Trump, right?
Yeah.
They blocked it on Fox
Yeah,
or whatever
yeah.
they did
It's been on like 5 different networks.
Yeah, they keep
because he's
bouncing
like
it
People
pro
still
Trump.
watch
Like
it.
yeah,
it's like he's
my parents love it.
You go in the South,
seen
it's
it
like the
all.
#1 rated sitcom of the South.
definitely right. That Tim Allen.
You know Tim Allen's not protesting for sure.
No.
But
Unless it's cocaine trafficking.
Tool
then he's
Time,
protesting.
and they said they filmed the fake Tool Time shows on Disney. They had sets in Disney World.
Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah, because it's an ABC. ABC is
Yeah,
owned by
Disney-
Disney. Yeah. There was what did they film them on the Disney
So,
lot
like-
or it's in Disney World and
It was like Disney World, so like if you
oh
were,
maybe
like,
Hollywood Studios because that was or MGM Studios
might have
because
been
that was supposed to be like a working
it might have been
Oh,
Disneyland,
wow, I didn't know
but
that.
yeah.
or maybe yeah,
And-
but MGM Studios that the whole idea
Yeah,
of that originally
so
was to actually film shows.
Those are like
down
Disney guests.
Yeah,
and they gave him
right.
like Binford shirts and stuff.
there.
So if you crazy Easter egg, if you watch Toy Story,
There's a Binford thing.
Binford
I've seen
tool
that.
chest. It
Oh
says
yeah, the
Binford.
red. It's a red, right?
It's a
Yeah,
crazy Tool Time Easter egg.
That's great.
In Toy Story, it says
Quality.
Binford.
quality. Binford Tools.
Completely fictional, but it's great that it shows up.
Bob
in Tool.
Vila was actually on that show, and he's like an actual
It was
like.
like he was like the
Tool
famous
Man?
tool
Yeah, he's an
guy.
actual tool man. Yeah.
Doesn't Bob Vila look like George Lucas? Like,
Yes.
he
yes,
looks
he does.
identical.
Like gray
100%.
with the beard and yeah, typical. Yeah, I'm George.
Now,
Lucas.
before we continue, does anyone remember the show? And nobody ever remembers the show, but it was one of my favorite shows when I was little. Reboot.
Of course, there was Toonami.
Graphics were insane. 3D graphics.
For 1998, the graphics were tremendous.
was
legendary
it straight
graphics.
animation?
No, it was like
It's all 3D.
computer
Oh,
3D.
wow.
So-
But like it was like in a world where it was like
Oh
everything
yeah,
was 3D. It was
I
sick.
never watched it,
Sick.
but yeah, it was like computer 3D. Like
Yes, that. Yeah.
yes.
Oh.
What channel was this?
It was on Cartoon Network,
This
part
was
of
on Cartoon
Toonami.
Network?
I thought it was on
Oh,
ABC.
No, it was part of Toonami. And I remember watching because it was like waiting for DBZ or something.
Oh, I love that show.
Reboot. What a classic.
And the graphics were sick.
No, my favorite
the
CG.
graphics were sick for '94.
Sick.
My
What year did this come out? '94. '94.
That was like Nintendo 64 graphics before Nintendo 64.
Yes.
My favorite like shitty graphics.
Graphics was a big deal when it came out in '96.
No, my favorite CGI graphics show for the 90s is Beast Wars.
Beast
That was
Wars.
exactly. It was the same thing. It was
Same
like the
kind of
same
Beast
graphics.
Wars
graphics.
was
Same
awesome.
computer '90s
Yes,
graphics.
like
yeah.
Those toys are worth big time money.
Are they?
Big.
Really?
Oh
Let's
yeah.
Buy some Beast Wars toys. I got nothing better. to
It's
spend my
the
money on.
Transformers line, but
I
they,
like saying Beast
I never
Wars.
liked Transformers. 'cause
Wars?
We're too young for Transformers.
That's true,
It was
that's
a
very
bigger
much mid-eighties.
early
First of all,
80s.
that I fight with people at work all the time. Like we're not Transformers He-Man guys.
No, that's
We're-
right
I
before.
never
us.
That's
watched
before our
He-Man.
time.
That's
I didn't
right.
watch
I never
He-Man
watched
either.
He-Man.
We're in Turtles. We made it to Ghostbusters. I know
Turtles
you're
was
a
the-
massive-
Turtles
Turtles
was-
for
Yeah,
definitely was
me,
big
me
still.
And, me and Chris could do a whole Turtles episode.
Yeah.
Yes.
Power Rangers. See, like Power Rangers probably
Power Rangers is more us,
Yeah,
yes.
more our
You
generation.
know what's funny? In
Pokemon.
comic books,
And then Pokemon,
they're
yeah,
doing
99,
they did a
98.
Turtles. They just came out now. They're doing a Turtles Power Rangers crossover.
Yeah, I
where it's
saw
like
that.
Ninja Turtles and Power
that's great.
Rangers.
They have to-
Because
They have
IDW.
to fight fucking Shredder and
Lord
Rita
Zed
Repulsa.
and
Lord
Rita Repulsa.
Zed.
IDW
Love me
owns
some
the
Lord
rights.
Zed.
So if Turtles, Ghostbusters, they did a Ghostbusters
Wait,
Turtles
who
one.
owns the rights?
IDW for comics.
Oh, for the comics. Okay.
So they did all these crossovers. The Batman Turtles one was fantastic. They made
I
an
heard that
animated
was good.
movie.
I heard that was good.
They made an animated movie. It's great. It's basically Shredders with Raja Ghul, and they're like scheming.
Oh, that's fun.
It's
That's actually
awesome.
good
That's
because
actually
they're
pretty cool.
they're similar, like both like badass, kind of mysterious, like
And then,
smart,
like,
methodical.
Ninjas like
Yeah, ninja exactly.
They
types,
were
yeah.
like released the mutagen and all the Batman villains, so they'll
Uh-oh.
become like animals.
An-
So like the
animal-
Joker was like a cobra. It was pretty
Oh
sick.
shit!
that's pretty dope.
Like Harley Quinn was like a hyena. Like they became all animals. It was pretty cool. Like Penguin was a penguin,
Yeah,
obviously.
that's quite.
I
yeah.
think if they took the gory Ninja Turtles from the 80s. We were talking about this before. Like the Eastman Lair Ninja Turtles added the Power Rangers and did like a dark story, that would be sick.
So you know what's funny?
Power Rangers needs to be. I feel
Eastman
like
and
Power
Laird
Rangers needs to be
sold
dark.
the rights of Ninja Turtles to Nickelodeon
Yes.
for it was around $100 million. And it's funny, they got paid so much more than Stan Lee did. Stan Lee got like
Stan Lee only got
Yeah.
50 million. He was only worth 50 million at his death, and he should have had George Lucas money. You know,
He
should
shoulda had
like
billions.
Should have had probably
Well, yeah.
more than George Lucas.
Yeah, exactly. For
Marvel?
for the whole time frame, and then all because there's so many more separate.
Think
things.
about this.
Is Marvel bigger than Star Wars now?
I would
Has
say,
to be.
with the kids today, I would say yeah,
with
like
the
kids,
the
yeah.
rise of the Avengers and all those.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Those movies make.
But the new
cool.
MCU looks like shit. Like, I'm not watching half these
I mean,
movies.
in my opinion, it's probably past its prime where they've been. But well, no, you never know.
They
like,
made
they've
their
been
money,
solid.
like-
Yeah,
I'm
they
gonna
made
watch
their fucking
Black
bank
Widow in
the
the
last 10 years.
theaters. Like,
Think about
skip.
it. It's been 12
We might
years
not.
of those movies. Right, we might not. but
Ant-Man 3. I'm gonna watch Ant-Man 3. Like, I really want
Somebody
to
will.
watch
see
it.
Ant-Man. A lot of people will. I didn't see Ant-Man 2. But I heard it was all right.
I think
Ant-Man
that
the
these
Wasp.
Ant-Man 2 was
characters are
good.
just lame.
Yeah, I didn't see it, but I hear good things, or at least decent things. And so I think
Spider-Man
it'll
was
keep
good.
going.
Spider-Man was good.
Yeah, Away From Home. Yeah, no, it was good. Spider-Man Away From Home was good. What was the last one they came out with? Was that the last one? Now that
I saw that
we
last
don't have
summer.
movies anymore.
Did
now
you
that
see
we're all-
AMC got in controversy? Like, we're not allowing masks.
No
in theaters.
masks,
Everyone's
yeah.
like,
No-
how dare you?
Oh,
no
yeah, they're
masks, nothing.
They're like,
just
sorry,
asking
we're
Didn't
gonna
they just
have
file
masks.
for bankruptcy? But they're gonna survive, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Skin of their
We'll
teeth.
see about that.
Fucking it. What a country we live in. What a world. All right, segue into the next thing. Oh yeah, the Mandalorian doc. Have you been watching that? The Mandalorian documentaries on Netflix.
I watched
Disney Plus. Excuse me.
I gotta pay my $8.
Don't
Shit.
talk about Disney Plus in front of Sean.
Yeah, they're decent. I mean, like they showed us the
What's his name?
directors and everything.
Kevin,
Feige, Kevin, or which one?
the one who's like the leader with the cowboy hat.
Oh, that's what's his name? Dave Filoni.
Dave
Kevin
Filoni.
Feige is the Dave Filoni is the Kevin Feige of Star Wars. Kevin Feige is the Marvel main brain.
I
guy.
have so much faith in Dave Filoni
Yeah, he knows
to
what he's doing.
hold Star Wars for the near future.
Yeah. He's the.
I
only
wish
one
I
that
can give
should
him a
be-
shout out
Yeah.
because
Shout out to Dave Filoni because he's
He-
the only one that has like passion and the creativity. Is a fan. Worked with Lucas during the
Fan.
Clone Wars. Yeah.
he couldn't be any more of a fan. Like
Yeah.
he'll stop production to tell you R2D2 wouldn't do
Wouldn't
this.
do that exactly. He's,
And I love that.
He's not the corporate entity. He's not Kathleen Kennedy. He's not some fucking Hollywood suit. And that's the beauty of it. He's the right guy to do
Absolutely
anything
love that.
creative.
I want-
and if any of these suits or like visionaries have any like thought about like you fucking ask Dave because he's gonna give you the right
He
answer.
shuts
you know?
everything
Yeah.
down
He's like,
and
"No,
he
don't
runs
do
the
that.
show.
That
And
wouldn't-"
you can see George Lucas has all the faith in the world.
Oh
in him.
yeah, for sure. He's like George Lucas' protege after
So,
doing the Clone Wars
A
together.
topic I want to bring up before we end Star Wars. I know we kind of beat it down with a stick.
We have been beating.
There
it,
was
yeah.
an interesting argument our friend Jerry brought up with, is Jango Fett a Mandalorian? Now, what is your viewpoint on this? And do you think he is a Mandalorian or he's not?
I don't think Django or Boba Fett are Mandalorians.
Yeah,
I think they stole suits.
Yeah, like that's you see. So Jeremy like had read a book. I don't know if he read. We were talking. This was like in a group chat, and Jeremy's like, "Man, Jango Fett is a Mandalorian." I'm like, "Well,
Well, in Legends
there
lore, he
was-
is.
In Legends lore, there was some, but as of right now, I believe because they keep changing it. It was Legends lore. Then there's another book that comes out, but no, as of right now, the Mandalorian just look at him as a mercenary. They're like, no, he's just a mercenary. He's not. He doesn't follow our code, so he's not Mandalorian.
Yeah, I don't think Fett's going to that woman asking for armor. He does his
I would
own.
say he's
Yeah.
not. It's separate. Jango
I think
is
Fett
not
could.
official
I think
Mandalorian.
Fett
Either
is
of them.
stronger than the Mandalorians. Personally,
I would. Well, yeah, he's like a
If
a side
Mando-
badass.
Django and Boba?
I think if Mando fought Boba, he would lose.
Like if
Easily.
What's Mandalorian's name? We called him it for 2 minutes in the show. He has a real name, Mandalorian, in the show. He's like
he's
Jar
Mando. He's Mando.
I think if
Mando,
he said, well, we're gonna see Boba next season.
Yeah.
Probably like
Seems
episode 8, the last 3
Yeah,
seconds.
I would say Boba Fett is probably
First of all,
he's like the number one bounty hunter, right?
what
I
has
mean, so-
Boba Fett shown us in all honesty? If you're just a generic fan of Star Wars, what has Boba Fett shown us that makes him this big badass?
he
doesn't
got
do
Han Solo
anything.
carbonite.
Yeah, a few things. I'll say that.
No, he didn't.
He got a lot of respect. One of the biggest things he got a lot of respect from Vader when they were when Vader brought all the bounty hunters on. He was the
Yes.
only one he talked to, in fact, because he was like, "There'll be a substantial reward for the one that finds."
He's the only one that
Falcon."
acknowledged.
And then he was like, "No disintegrations, you." So like they have like a they have a
He's been
history
with them,
and
yeah.
a
They've had
reputation.
other deals before.
Exactly. It's like no disintegrations, like the last time you blew the thing up as you wish. So there's like so in that.
And Jabba the
That
Hutt
says a
also
lot.
had full respect for him.
Exactly. So those between
Okay.
those two things, like
These
that,
are marquee characters that like let him go carte blanche.
right. And that just those little. In fact, it's very small. Like it's not like we've had a lot of interaction with Boba Fett. He's got like literally 4 lines or 5 lines throughout the whole movie.
But he's just this menacing, cool
Exactly,
character.
just that presence and the fact that other characters, like you said, Jabba is giving him full respect.
I look at IG-88 the same way. I think IG-88's a badass.
I don't disagree.
Well, I think
IG-88
all the bounty hunters
IG-88 is a menacing character in books and comics. He's like frightening, And then they had the IG-11 in the show, and
he was a badass.
And he was a badass, So yeah, for sure. No, they're up there. I think Mandalorian in the show is still earning his stripes.
Okay.
Like, so he's kind of, because he didn't even have the Beskar steel, so he's moving up the ranks, and while he's a good bounty hunter, I don't think he's got the notoriety as Boba Fett. And also, Boba Fett at this point in the show would be a little more, a little older, because it's 5 years after he was in the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah,
he'd already made his bones long before that.
So I
Now
love
he's
the
a
story of how
Yeah,
he
exactly.
escaped the Sarlacc pit. Which
Is this
people
now?
with
We've
that.
all heard the stories. He fucking jetpacked his way out or whatever.
So he blew himself out.
He blew himself
was
out. That's the story.
So he's just figured as fuck after that. So all the stomach acid burnt his skin
Burnt
off.
him.
Yeah.
And Dengar is the one who saved him. Found him
And
burning
now
on the sand.
That's the guy around.
Bandage,
Yeah.
bandage,
The whole
bu-
bandage.
bandage bounty hunter.
He's the one that he got burned through Han Solo. That's why he has the bandages.
Yeah, is that Legends now or is that current? See, it's so difficult. It's so annoying.
Dengar's.
Yeah,
I don't
hate
know
it.
if Dengar has made appearances in the animated shows.
Right.
I don't think so.
And then you have Zuckuss.
I'm not sure if he was in Clone Wars.
Zuckuss is another
Zuckuss,
one.
Forlom.
Zuckuss.
I loved
Boss,
Robot
of
Chick
course.
who did like, oh, it's late night with Zuckuss. He had, like a
Yeah,
talk
like
show.
a talk show. Yeah.
And Forlom's the droid.
Yeah,
But him and
that's the
Zuckuss
official way of going out. With
And
the
then
figures,
Bostic is the other
with
badass.
the 80s figures, they were actually misnamed. You had Zuckuss in the Forlom package and Forlom in the Zuckuss package, so there has been confusion about their names. But Forlom, droid, Zuckuss, not droid, is what we're going to go with.
Now, I don't know if you guys heard this, but this is recent. This is maybe in the past 2 days. That Darth Plagueis is in canon.
I believe
Well,
that.
he's definitely in canon because
No, they said the Darth Plagueis story is not canon.
Well, no, the story is not canon. The original book, which was a fantastic novel by James Luceno, that is no longer canon. But because
Why? Because it was too good?
I was gonna
Yeah, they
say
threw it
like
out.
it's in episode 3. How is it not
Well,
canon? I didn't read the whole
since
thing.
he's mentioned in episode 3, he's canon, and he's also mentioned in. I think is he mentioned in The Last Jedi? I'm not sure Plagueis is mentioned in The Last Jedi.
I feel like Clone Wars he had to.
Or definitely Clone Wars, but he's mentioned in Revenge of the Sith, so he's canon there. But the original book with the extended story of how everything happened with him and his species and everything, which is supposed to be the species Mun, M-U-N-N, that is no longer
Describe what
official.
a mun looks like.
It's one of them
It's
is
humanoid.
yeah, it's one of them is in Attack of the Clones.
like
Is-
lanky, like
Yes.
long arms,
Yes.
long face.
Yes. So you already
They're
know
very
what
pale
yeah.
looking.
Yes, yes.
I think I've.
And he's in the guy who says the banking clan will sign your treaty. That is a Mun, and that was what Plagueis was.
Like high vest thing.
I was
show you a
not.
picture
Chilling.
Yeah, it's ringing a bell. It
so I'll
does
show
sound
you
familiar.
a picture of him. And I'll put it
But
up on
why
the-
is that not canon?
Because all of the legends.
Kathleen
books got
Kennedy
thrown out
sucks.
with Disney.
That's why.
All right, that answers my question.
So yeah. See this species. So this guy, he was in episode 2. The banking clan.
Yeah,
will sign
that's
your
exactly
So if you look
yes.
up, and this is supposed to be kind of what Plagueis was looking
They
like, which is
kinda-
great. I think I actually love
Love
that.
that.
Love
Love
that
it.
design.
Love it.
He has a gray, like a
Gray
alien
alien kind of thing, but I think you could do that fantastic if you brought that in the movie.
And
It
if you
would
look
be
at his
mysterious, creepy,
if you look at his
menacing.
head, you look at the ancient skulls with the long.
Yeah,
He
like
has the same look.
Exactly.
right,
Exactly.
like the fucking crystal
All those-
skulls. Let's just all hope they're better than the Indiana Jones crystal skull movie.
Those are weird. Like those weren't human skulls. Like it's pretty obvious to me.
well, they say they might have elongated human skulls, but
How,
I know you're a big
Like
fan
Prometheus?
of your cryptozoology and whatnot.
Yes, I can do another episode on UFOs.
I would love for them to bring back Plagueis, but like you see, the thing is that they have. You see, if you have some fucking visionary director come in, it's like, well, we're gonna bring back Plagueis, but he's gonna be, and it's like a different species. Like, well, we're all expecting it to be like this Mun species.
So you'd be like, no, Disney has an agenda. We need
like
more racial characters, more women.
Plagueis is a female.
Right. So exactly. So we don't want that, like we want him to look like how he looks in these pictures. But
yeah, he looks
how
pretty sick.
I think that would work out great. And you could do the motion capture, and it would look awesome.
So this was the Emperor's This was the Emperor's mentor.
Yes, exactly. It was the Emperor's master, and the Emperor killed him in his sleep. At least, see those things. Anything he said in the movie is canon. And then he taught him everything he knew, and then he fucked him in his sleep. That's
his
canon.
ass?
But as for the novel itself, which is a fantastic novel, I only got through the first 2 chapters.
You never finished that novel?
Flopped it, or a number of our
You,
friends
out of all people, never
I
finished
gotta go
that
back to it. I never finished it. I know because it's a fantastic novel. Everybody raves about that, even though it's not
legendary.
canon anymore. In fact, I have like the Rise of Darth Vader book over there. That's also by James Luceno, and one of the best Star Wars writers, along with the writer of Heir to the Emperor and all those, and also the one that did
Heir to the
Shadows of
Emperor is a beautiful thing.
Heir to the Empire. Yeah. That's what's it called? Wait a minute, drawing a blank. Forget his name.
So I'm shooting to go to Star Wars.
Timothy Zahn is the name.
Orlando.
Yes.
I'm shooting to go in next month.
So
we'll see if they're open.
Good luck with that.
They do open. Is it July 3rd or July 11th? They open.
With like dinner reservations for 6.
All
the restaurants are like closed. Like 90% of the restaurants.
There's no
are closed.
advanced dining reservations, I don't believe, it's not. I forget. I was reading. It was
I'm probably not gonna get in. They're gonna like wait. You unless you go to Disney 60 times a year, they're gonna be like hit the road.
Yeah, I know, right? If you're like not.
This is the Diamond Club only.
Yeah, exactly. The Diamond friggin' DVC Club only. Disney
100,000 a year, or you're not allowed in.
Yeah, pretty much. I know, right?
So I'm probably gonna be fuck myself.
But at least it'll probably be relatively empty, so that'll be a plus for you, right?
So big topic. We all played the original, and we're all excited for the new one, Pokemon Snap.
Ooh,
we're jumping right to Pokemon right now.
Well, we're jumping in.
Yeah,
sure.
I think we.
No.
So I haven't even seen the trailer. You guys have all seen the trailer. What
beautiful, exciting, goosebumps. I would say
goosebumps. So see, this is good news.
Does anyone have anything bad to say about the original Pokemon Snap? No.
The only thing bad to say is I can't go to Blockbuster and print pictures.
Them out.
Exactly.
There
okay,
was one
that's
of those
fine.
things on eBay, the old Blockbuster video kiosks where you could print out your pictures. There was one of those on eBay for the longest time, but somebody bought it eventually. I wanted to pick it up. Could put it right behind.
So there's a famous YouTuber. I don't know his name, but he does all the Pokemon cards.
Yeah, I know that guy.
So he traded
what's that kid's name? We'd give him a shout out if we knew his name.
But he traded basically like $10,000, pretty much like first edition set.
Right.
For the kiosk, and he had it, and he had like a whole box of like the Jigglypuff cards.
Oh yeah.
He printed the card it was working.
The printer still works.
He printed stickers like on his shelf.
I have some of those stickers on
one
of the binders over there.
He's like, I did a non-disclosed trade, so God knows how much this cost them.
Right.
Like a fully working Pokemon Snap.
Yeah, it's great.
Pokemon Snap.
There was the 4 cards. I was like, I think it was the original 3.
Yeah, you have to have the little the
they had like a little chip on it.
Yeah, it was a little card that you like a credit card, and it was like a Pikachu or like a.
I remember Jigglypuff specifically.
Pikachu, Jigglypuff, and like 2 other little cutesy Pokemon. And those are good times.
I think it's gonna crush. I think it's very simple but great game.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
So much fun. You just take
I
pictures
remember
of cool Pokemon.
the morning that it came out. Went straight to Toys R Us, came back, played it, beat it in an hour. Because it was a very short game. We should replay
It was a very
the original
short game. It was a very short
bang
game.
it out. And then put it on the
I
YouTube
also
channel.
remember pre-ordering
next week's the 21st anniversary. It came out like June.
So when you pre-ordered shit at Toys R Us back then, there was like a piece of paper.
That's what I had.
Hanged in the plastic.
You needed a little piece of paper.
And you bought it. They like stamped it. They stapled your receipt.
Yes.
And then when it came out, you bring that in. And
it said like $59.99 in big bold.
Right.
I remember all the games.
Yeah, I love that big bold letter. And then if you had it in one of the papers, that means you got it.
The video game section was if you had the papers.
Yes.
Like now
there was no games.
Game.
There was no games. It was just paper.
Grab the paper. Oh man, that's such a nostalgia.
June 30th, 1999. So in 11 days is the 21st anniversary of it. We should
to go back to those times.
Put it on the fucking page. Yeah, but
so I looked like it's not a Nintendo store. You have no access to play it unless you have the physical game.
You can't
itself.
play it unless you have a 64.
There's no like.
Oh,
It
yeah.
has not been released in any platform.
Sure. No, I mean, I
There's
obviously
been
have the
no
original.
digital re-release.
No.
You need physical
So
cartridge
is this
to
a
play.
remastering?
New game
No,
entirely.
brand new game.
entirely.
Yeah,
New-
new
it's like all the
Pokemon,
new
like
that
the whole
come
nine.
out. That's crazy.
I think for Christmas is the
Oh wow, it's coming out. Okay, so yeah, that's
Nintendo's not a
So
fool.
for Switch,
Switch.
Yes, for
just
Switch.
Switch.
Just Switch.
All right. Yeah, that's
They're gonna
good.
make a killing.
Yeah, that's fucking
Well,
quality.
I think we're all gonna buy
we're all
one.
gonna get some.
Oh, I'm gonna. Yeah, no question. Like,
I
I
wonder
have
if we
to.
could. Where would you do the kiosk? Target? I would assume they're not gonna do the.
No,
kiosk
they'll be. You'll probably be able to do it
You do it
on like
online or
Bluetooth.
something.
Yeah, you'll be able to do it on your
just
own.
Print your own fucking shits.
So
But
I
they didn't
joined-
get-
I joined
wait, no,
Nintendo.
that glossy paper, that glossy sticker
we need-
paper.
we
I
need
joined
to go see-
Nintendo's
we need to go
online
see-
service for Animal Crossing.
Oh
It's-
yeah. So
but
you've been
they-
playing Animal Crossing.
They do it super cheap, where it's like, I think it's like $20 for the year.
Right.
So you're like, all right, 20. And then you have access to download like a couple
Sure.
Super
It's
Nintendo
not like
games or whatever.
PS4 is I think $65 a year or something.
I got it on eBay for like $50 for the year.
Oh, you got the
It's
code.
like, I mean, it's $15 off. It's not
yeah.
a big deal, but
Sure.
$50 for the year is not
Yeah,
terrible.
no, it's better than fucking.
Well,
paying full
Xbox
price.
is even more, I think.
Yeah, is Xbox pay you? Yeah, like it's like monthly. Like
Yeah, monthly or yearly.
Yeah,
Everything is yearly, pretty much.
yeah, I don't have the Xbox One, the S or the X. I just have PS4, and occasionally I have a Switch.
So on the video game topic, what is it? The Last of Us was re-released.
Oh, the remaster.
Really?
No, number 2 came out today.
Oh,
Number
did
two.
it? Oh wow, yeah.
It's getting terrible reviews on it.
I,
Oh, yeah,
see,
get
I've
outta
only
here.
heard it got terrible reviews from, I guess, people in
The 4chan
people
community.
in the business, whatever you want to say that.
4chan.
Every person that I've heard that played it so far said it was epic.
Well, I mean, it came out today, so you must have got texts today of people playing.
I got like 3 texts today from
It
people
literally
that played
came
it,
out
and they
this
were like,
morning.
"This
It
game is insane."
There's a big controversy that there's like a transgender sex scene in the game, and the internet doesn't know what to think about it because you have half the internet saying how
The internet
how
loves it.
progressive this is, and the other internet's like, "Fuck this game, I'm not buying it." So it's weird to see, where you fall. Like I guess we're in the middle when it comes to that.
Listen, if I'm playing the game's good. I don't care who's having sex.
I agree.
It's true.
But it's a controversial
I
topic.
just like if I was a developer or anything, I would just I don't know, I would just stay away from anything political. But does that make me complicit then?
Yes, then
Yeah,
you're
yes.
then you're wrong.
Then you're wrong. Then you're wrong.
You're not yoke.
No,
Right?
Yeah.
you're not woke yoke.
What's woke and yoke? Like
Yeah, Sean.
I'm out of
Tell
I'm
us
out of
what's
the loop.
yoked and what's woke.
So
What
yoke
rope?
is a kind of disparity in comment of being woke. So you're a yoke. You're a fucking idiot. Well, being woke is
Awakened.
You're attuned to the current
The
societal,
current societal
norms.
norms of
That's being
political correctness.
2020.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely not woke.
So you're yoke?
I'm definitely.
So you got a
smoke.
yoke on your head then.
I'm
getting
smoke
smoked.
yoke. I'm smoke yoke.
He's getting snoked. We're gonna cut him in half.
I'm
Listen,
smoke.
Like you said, if the game's good, I'm gonna play it.
Oh
you
yeah.
know? But I'm not paying $60 for it. I'll buy that when it's $20.
See now
Buy it on
me,
eBay for 15.
I just finished Last of Us again, the first one, so I pre-ordered it. Last of Us, that game is epic.
It's great.
To me.
I played
love it.
I beat it for PS3. I didn't play the
I have
remaster.
like 20 of them out there, and I never played it.
I've only played
the
the
remastered version, but it's the same
Oh.
thing, right?
I played the
Yeah,
original.
Epic.
Great game. I enjoyed it. It
What was
was
it originally for? Is PS3?
PS3.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the one I played.
To me, it's the best video game I ever played, story-wise.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
to me,
That's a bold statement.
it's
Quite
a-
a
I
statement.
couldn't-
There's
I
a lot
couldn't-
of video games out
I
there.
couldn't agree
it's
with
a
that.
bold statement that I could totally. I
First
would back
off,
up
any
100%.
Zelda game's better than.
I don't think so. This had a
What?
good. This had the story where if they made it a movie, I'd go see it opening night, no question. The story was that good.
Well, see, I loved Resident Evil. And I felt you didn't even finish the game, so I feel like we don't see eye to eye essentially.
But I played
That's true.
I played the originals. I didn't play the new one.
Well, you had the number 2 rematch.
Yeah, what's the difference between the second remaster and the original Resident Evil?
Well, you had it. And you didn't finish the game.
Yeah, because I was scared. Because I'm a big puss.
All right. If you're scared, that's fine.
I see Chris has a question on here. Best video game theme song ever. What do you think it is?
Theme songs. Zelda's great.
Zelda's great. Pokemon's great.
Pokemon's
Yoshi's Island,
fantastic.
I
Yoshi's
love.
Island's great.
That's
Mario.
Mario's the most
Everybody knows
Mario's the most
Mario, of
iconic.
course.
Mario's the
Everybody
most
knows
iconic.
Mario.
Now, the second you said Zelda, I just have
It's
it's
ingrained in your mind.
It's just in my head now.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat's really good.
Dragon Quest, Final Fantasy 2.
Final Fantasy.
Did you finish
Mega
7?
Man X.
I never even started 7. Once you told me that it was 2 parts, I wasn't gonna get it.
2 parts, probably 4 parts.
Yeah, I'm not.
Mega Man's music is just fucking phenomenal.
I love Mega Man.
the whole score actually, like chiptune score.
So they came out with Mega Man 11
Yeah.
for next gen. It's like PS4, Xbox. I think it's for the Switch as well.
Yeah.
And it's like reasonably priced, like $20-$30.
Can't beat that.
It's on my list of games to get.
That's 11.
Yes.
Did Podracer ever come out for Switch?
I think it's coming out like
Coming out soon.
the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
They-
that we gotta friggin' play.
We gotta play each other in that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's gonna
we
be
can play
insane.
online, right?
I used to use the guy, I don't remember his name. He had 4 arms. He
Gasgano.
looked like an alien, like a bug.
Oh, that sounds like Ben Quadranero. Let's see him.
Ben Quadranero.
He
Yeah,
looked like a
Ben
stick bug.
Quadranero.
He was like super skinny and he had 4 arms.
Let me see if it's Ben Quadranero.
And he wore like big goggles.
He had to have been.
Not- is it
had
this
to
guy?
have
That's
been
not
Ben
him.
Quad-
That's
not
not
him.
him.
I like Ben Quadranero.
No,
Yeah.
he was like super skinny.
Sebulba?
Had giant. No,
Yeah.
that's Sebulba. Sebulba had 4 arms.
Pod Racer
You
characters.
just said 4 arms.
You said that 7
No, but he was
times.
super skinny.
Gasgano. That's what I said the first time
That's
around.
him.
Gasgano. Yeah. That was
He
the
looks
first
like a
one I
bug.
said.
I remember.
Oh,
Ben Quadranero.
Yes.
Ben
Gasgano.
Ben Quadranera's winning the race. Or
Gasgano.
No, his pod race is like fucked up.
He was like, ah.
click on this here. These figures are
Oh,
very
that's
iconic
good characters, yeah.
Because I had the voice that.
Oh,
Contact.
you had the
Yeah, the
little
Contact.
contact.
I bought the actual like you can read it,
Gold.
and it's like $50 to hear like a music clip. Like
Wait, you bought that on eBay?
no, like I had it.
Oh,
when
you
I was a
had
kid.
it. Yeah.
Ben
And I had like a
Quadranero.
shoebox with like all the microchips.
Oh, you had all the chips?
but it got lost in time. My mother.
Oh, you don't
must
have
found
it
so-
anymore.
I would love to fucking find that.
I don't have any episode 1 figures because
I had so many.
by the time summer '99 came around, I was just too into Pokemon cards, and all like my available monies as an 11-year-old went to
Monies.
Pokemon. Yeah,
Episode 1 was my last foray in buying
into
figures as a kid.
Really? Wow, I got out of it
Yeah,
right
I was
before.
out of it before that.
Yeah,
Two
just
hot
because-
figures. The hottest figures from the first release was Mace Windu and Darth Maul.
I
I
think
had
Shadows
this
was my last.
Shadows of the Empire, really?
Was my last,
I kept
like,
going
toys.
through '98. I had all the green figures and like, but I didn't really have any. I had like a sum, like you said. I had Mace Windu, and I had the
Like Darth Maul was
battle
like,
droid on
Darth Maul
stat.
was the hot figure.
Yeah, I never had him until like
You would get like 5
collected
per
later.
shipment and immediately
I
you're
think
gone.
I think
No,
I
because it was
had
cool. It was a cool figure, the double lightsaber. That was such a
He was
big
the coolest.
thing in 99.
He's on the box.
He's on the box, yeah. Those were beautiful. They're still beautiful boxes today. I might rebuy all those. Now
Those
that
are
you say
nice.
it.
It's the only like red packaging, you know.
Right? Yeah, it's red glowing.
And it's sick. And
Oh,
they have the
dope.
little Comtech.
Very much 1999. Yeah,
That was
kind
my
of
last
little
foray
Comtech
in the
chip.
Star Wars toy world.
Wow. I quit right before that because of Pokemon, and then in the later 2000s I started to rebuy all the figures again. They were very cheap on eBay in the mid 2000s.
So me and Phil made some developments in the toy. I completed my job as Palace.
Yeah, I'll put a picture of it up for all the people.
He's
to see.
working on his cantina.
I'm getting a cantina. This is what we've been doing in the quarantine. We're spending thousands of dollars on Star Wars toys.
Wasting our money. On
Literally
I
toys.
just spent
Every
$100 on
single-
Ghostbuster toys. So that makes sense.
Chris during the
That's
friggin'
why you're-
podcast is buying Ghostbusters.
That's why you're a member of Retrocade Podcast.
Yeah.
If you didn't spend $100 on toys and were responsible with your money, you wouldn't be on the show.
right. No, you have to be. Yeah.
Like if you had a
Toys?
Toy gets buy.
yeah, if you had like a trust fund and you were like, you're saving in an IRA.
Idiot.
No,
Not on the show.
This is the no IRA. No
Sorry.
IRAs are allowed. Yeah,
Wait,
this
you don't save your money and you spend it on
buy
toys?
frivolously.
You don't-
You're in.
Frivolously?
You're in.
not
You're
playing
in.
Pod Racer?
Yeah.
Idiot.
Get out.
So I just bought. I was showing Chris earlier. I just bought just Ninja Turtles 35th anniversary.
Right. That was a nice little piece.
So it's all
Of course,
black
you
and
have
white toys, and it comes with
The four. They're like the original figures.
original,
Right?
and
Yeah,
it
like
comes
the
with
four-
the first issue of the original story.
like the black and white.
Another Walmart exclusive, man. Walmart's getting the
Walmart's
toy
been
game
hitting it up
down.
nice.
I'm a big fan of Walmart right now.
You know what?
They're
And
doing
they-
good.
they-
These Kenner Selects have been a fucking
Walmart
grand
say,
slam.
you know what, Amazon? Fuck you.
Yeah.
We're gonna sell better toys.
And not only better toys, but the prices are fair. Like
They're more reasonable than Amazon.
$14 for
Yeah.
a toy. I'm
telling you.
So what if I gotta buy
Sold.
6 of them?
Walmart, since Toys R Us is gone, Walmart's the new king of toys.
Walmart is bringing the smoke to Amazon.
Walmart is the king of toys right now.
I'm with Walmart.
And then
Fuck yeah.
Ninja Turtles are coming out with these beautiful, like they're expensive, but beautiful, beautiful pieces, and they're Target exclusives. Everyone's trying to stick it to Amazon. All the
Yeah,
toy companies.
I know. They're
Good.
sticking it
And
right
I
to
love
the
it.
Bezos's.
Walmart,
You
Target's
killed
are getting
Toys
these,
R Us.
Yeah, they fucking raped Toys R Us.
and they
to
realize they can't give
Bezos.
Amazon any more power.
No.
So all the toy companies are doing exclusives without Amazon, and I love it. I want to
Love
continue
it.
this trend.
I'm in. Whatever you're selling, if it's
Walmart,
dope, I'm in.
Target, they're getting all the exclusives. They're saying, fuck you, Amazon.
Good.
I like it.
And they
If you
should.
want to buy on Amazon, it's going to be 3 times the price.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Well, Amazon, they had a few Star Wars exclusives. Not to go back to Star Wars, but they had, I think, in fact, 2013 they had they made a brand new Slave One. It was this big ass Slave One, not like the old one when we had.
I love the Slave One.
They
It's my
made an
favorite
even-
Star Wars
It had
ship.
like a
newer
handle, the original one.
Yeah, handle on the back
yeah.
so you can fly it around. This new one is beautiful. It comes with a stand, and it's like so it could stand upright. And Amazon, but they gave it a new paint job. It's an older model, but it's actually huge. But now it's $150. But I don't think it's an Amazon exclusive. It's not an Amazon exclusive anymore. You can get it other places, but it is beautiful though. But yeah, fuck you, Jeff Bezos. We'll probably get demonetized for that.
Fuck them.
Yeah. What's on the what else is on the agenda here, show? Oh, look at this. This is good stuff. So did we all watch The Last Dance? Not the.
I did.
Yeah. Oh, you watched.
Oh,
all
you
of it?
you finally watched
Finally
it,
banged it out?
Mr. Anti Michael Jordan.
Yeah, I like the bad boy Detroit Pistons.
That was dope.
I like Bill Laimbeer smacking Jordan. I like Isaiah Thomas Isaiah Thomas was not on the dream team because Jordan didn't want him.
Of course, we know that now more than ever.
But my 90s team was the Detroit Pistons. So I hate Jordan.
See, my '90 team was the Spurs.
Oh.
I was a big Admiral.
David Robinson.
Yeah, Sean Elliott,
You know what's funny? Because
Vinny Del Negro. Could I say that online?
he passed
You
the.
most certainly can.
He passed the
On
torch.
this channel, you can.
It's funny. He passed the torch to Duncan. And Duncan was an all-time great.
yes. Big fan of
But
Duncan.
The Last Dance, I think, was so iconic in the fact that it provided sports and we didn't have any sports.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
it filled the void that we needed.
So it was equally very, very good. I just finished watching last week. It was a 2-parter. It was 30 for 30. So
Lance
Last
Armstrong.
Dance, Lance Armstrong.
Oh, that's.
It was
classic.
phenomenal.
Really?
And you never realize how fucking crazy good he was. Yeah, he was a doper, but he also was on his deathbed and had testicle cancer.
Twice, right?
Yeah, twice over. Right?
So his life was like, the shit he done was phenomenal. Like you got to really. I opened my eye. I never knew about him much. I'm like, oh, he rides bicycles. Who
Yeah,
cares?
loser.
And then I watched it now, and I'm like,
Loser,
man.
ride your bike somewhere else.
They said he was the only person that made cycling ever important in American history.
Ever. Yeah.
You know? He was like
Everyone had a Live Strong bracelet.
everyone had a
Oh,
list.
yeah,
Everyone.
everywhere. Yeah.
And so the beginning of the documentary, it's like really foreshadowing. So it's him talking like now. And he's like, yeah, I'm at a restaurant with some friends, and these guys come up to me and go, hey Lance, fuck you. Hey Lance, you're a fucking cheater. And he goes, I'm in this restaurant with like my friends and family, and all these drunk guys start fucking calling me a piece of shit, and they say, fuck you, Lance. And he goes, I don't know what to do. I had rage. I had anger. He goes, you know what I did? I left the restaurant in shame. I called the restaurant, said, hey, I'm going to take their tab. Whatever these guys get, say, Lance Armstrong paid for. He said, thanks so much for the support. And Lance Armstrong paid for all these people harassing his tab.
Really?
Stand up.
But, did he cheat on his wives, and was he womanized?
Well, see,
Sure.
I didn't
Sure he
watch.
cheated
I
on
didn't
all-
watch it. So
Oh, you're spoiling us, Sean.
Listen.
Sure, he
Listen,
cheated on all
I'm
his
not gonna watch
wives.
Lance
Did he?
Armstrong
Sure, he
stuff.
took
Did he do
anabolic
steroids? Of course he
steroids.
did. But everyone did steroids.
That's true.
And it became a factor of. So the guy, Ferrari, right? The cars in Italy. In that family, he was like the bicycling dude, and he had like a racing team. And the Italy team won before Lance Armstrong did, and they were all dopers. So this guy was like, "Oh, you got to follow his method of cycling," and his method was like injecting steroids in your arms.
Cheating.
Of course, the Italians were the the
Shocking.
Ferrari family. But I highly recommend watching the Lance Armstrong. It's about, I think it's 4 hours, like 2 hours per clip.
Yeah.
It's very interesting. It gave me appreciation for how fucking crazy talented
I
he
heard
was.
that one was really good. I watched the first maybe hour of the Mark McGuire, Sammy
See,
Sosa one.
That's on my list.
Heard that was sick. From what I watched, it was dope. And the Bruce Lee one, I heard was
another
awesome.
one I want to watch.
Yeah. Oh,
Sammy-
Bruce Lee one's first.
Sammy Sosa, man, lost his fucking mind.
oh yeah.
He's white now, right?
He's
great.
milky
He
white.
looks great.
There was a famous picture of him online. He's wearing like a pink suit, and
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah.
calling him
Yeah.
Pepto-Bismol.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he completely lost. And like, he's a stranger to the Cubs. The Cubs want nothing to do with him. They don't invite him to
Nothing to
events.
do with him.
Like, they're like,
Yeah.
they had like a,
We won a World Series without you. We don't need you anymore. You're irrelevant.
No
Like,
need for you.
they'll bring back Chris Bryant before they brought back him.
That's true.
where did Brian go?
He's probably still there, but they'll bring him back before they would bring him back.
Baseball's another soft, touchy subject.
Oh, God.
This is a disaster.
Supposedly, I heard we're not playing football this year. People mentioned that twice today.
Manfred, though, I think he's done a terrible job with the negotiations.
Yeah, because baseball and the NBA are run by the players, and the players are never going to want to do anything ever.
Yeah, Kyrie
Because they're going
Irving's
to get
like,
paid the same.
They want that money.
Kyrie Irving said he should be more busy protesting than playing basketball. I was like, dude, you're getting paid $20 million a year. Do your fucking job. Protest after the season.
Yeah,
Like,
nope.
Oh, they'd rather protest now. It's more profitable.
Why? I can still get paid any
you know what?
protest.
That's why I love hockey. They said, let's fucking play.
Yeah,
and they're
hockey's like,
playing.
sign me up. I'm in.
Hockey's like, yeah, I'll leave the Czech Republic and go play. I don't care what else is going on.
Yeah.
Hockey, whoever plays first is going to look the best.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And we're big hockey fans. We might hate each other's teams passionately, Rangers, Islanders, but
Yeah.
it is what
Definitely
it is.
hate your team.
We were at Adobe's the last time we had like a normal.
Yeah, that was like Mardi Gras, right?
Mardi
Rangers
got,
Islanders,
dude,
Mardi
we were
Gras.
drinking Andy Gators, got blasted.
Got blasted. Great times. Never again.
Yeah,
Never again.
that was
Never
like
again.
March 6th or something.
March
And the
6th,
world
like
ended a
March
week-
7th.
The world ended a week
Fucking
later.
3.5 months later, and here we
Like
are.
5 days later, it was a shutdown.
Yeah.
That was like the last normal
can't
party I
believe-
went to.
I can't believe that. That's crazy.
What else we got on the docket here?
We're unfortunately have to cut it short today, but I think we'll end it on a nice note of Jerry Stiller's passing. Our
my
good
God.
Rest in peace.
Mr. Costanza.
Jerry, it's Frank Costanza. George is dead. Steinbrenner
Call me back.
Had a cannon for an arm. You don't know what
How do
you're
you
doing.
trade Jay Buhner?
Buhner. It's got over 100 RBIs.
So the rooster has sex with the chicken and the hen.
Who's having sex with the head?
They're all chickens. The rooster has sex with all of them. That's perverse. Oh, that's great. Yo, he had such great moments. The best one for sure.
I lost my train of thought.
My George isn't smart enough to scheme like this.
I like so they would sometimes end an episode with like a still, right?
Yeah.
He's like gonna punch Elaine in the
Oh,
face.
yeah, you're saying you want a piece of me?
I want to
the hell
put that
does that
picture
mean?
like in my background.
I know,
Like,
right?
that's such a good.
It's
Like he's
such a
gonna
good
stop.
picture.
Like they're at the
Poke up
police
pistol?
station.
Yeah.
And George is like wearing a Yankee jacket.
George is
and
a bootlegger.
Cool. Yeah, I'm a bootlegger. He's a bootlegger because he wanted to be a
And he's
badass
like,
or
he's gonna
whatever.
clock Elaine in the face.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
brilliant. And
That's
she's
it.
like hitting him too.
Yeah, she's ready to throw hands.
One of my favorite Seinfeld just jokes, or the whole Jay Buhner thing with Steinbrenner is great, but just the phone call. And then I recently heard in an interview with Jerry Seinfeld, like, what is your favorite joke? And he's like that call from Frank Costanza.
George is dead. Call me back.
No, he
Mr. Steinbrenner's here. George is dead. Call me back.
he improved it too.
Yeah.
Did he really? Oh,
that's
It
gold.
wasn't scripted.
That's so perfect.
They said make like an adamant phone call, and he's the one that's
Steinbrenner's here. George is dead. Call me back.
fucking gold.
That's so awesome.
Gold.
It was one of my favorite Seinfeld jokes, and even Jerry said it might be his too. You know,
like,
it's
I'm eating twigs,
He's-
twigs and puddle water.
Twigs and puddle water.
Or like the man's ear when
Oh,
Kramer's.
the man's ear.
Oh.
The bro. You know the sizes. They got the A,
I know the size.
The
of
C.
and the D. That's
And
the
the
biggest.
D. That's the
That's
biggest.
the biggest.
That's the biggest. Yes.
This is my ketchup.
I bought my own ketchup so I can use as much as I want.
Yeah, he was great. But
legend.
yeah,
Absolute
legendary. Yeah, he was, I just watched on YouTube the other day.
But he was great in King of Queens. as
Oh,
Arthur.
yes,
he's the
Arthur.
father-in-law
yes.
of King of Queens too, and he was a similar character, but not really.
He's played a kooky, aggressive old man.
Yeah, kooky father-in-law kind of type. It's a similar character.
He is legend.
Yeah.
You know, your dad's starting to get the Jerry Stiller look.
Yeah, it's kind of right.
Hey,
Getting to
I'm telling
that age, too. Yeah,
He's
I know.
looking like Frank Costanza, your father. a
Frank
little bit.
Costanza.
He's got like the
will-
dyed hair,
the
the mustache. He got
Frank
the look.
Costanza, I know he had like almost like red hair. I don't know. What,
Tell
With the
you,
man in the cape.
yeah,
Why was your dad with a man in the cape?
that was my lawyer. Why'd you put a-
You didn't say hi?
you still say, yeah, that's true. I was thinking of Uncle.
Or we
Uncle
have all
Leo.
this paella and they didn't come over?
I don't understand. Who doesn't serve cake with coffee? Those people. It's deliberate.
Well, that's like when they make him go to the fake house in the Hamptons.
Oh, there's no solarium. There's no
The
other
Prickly
solarium.
Pete?
Prickly Pete.
We're going on foot from here.
Yeah, we're- How fun. There was no solarium. There was no house in the Hamptons.
You knew the whole time?
The whole time?
Quite frankly, George, we don't like you.
We don't like
Yeah.
you, George.
Ah,
We always
Seinfeld.
blamed you for Susan. Oh yeah, it's gold. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut the episode there. I think we banged out a lot without ranting too far, and we had technical difficulties. But that's okay.
It's good to talk about things that aren't going on. Talk about things that are distractions.
To bounce, away from the
things
world.
that get a good laugh, a good chuckle.
I had a couple good chuckles.
We had a lot of good chuckles, and we're gonna keep it coming. Maybe it won't be 6 weeks till the next episode next time. But that's it, boys. Okay. Everyone, enjoy your rioting, enjoy your quarantine.
I'll see you guys on the other side.
See you on the side, Ray, and keep watching the stars.